Maya here. Welcome back to my channel. And for this week's video, guys, a lot of people have been asking me to do an updated What's on My iPhone video because I did do a What's on My iPhone video about a year ago, and I have to say, a lot of things have changed on my iPhone than they were back then, so I thought it was probably a good idea to do a little updated version of the What's on My iPhone video, and I'll also be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram photos. Also, as you know, guys, it is currently October, and a lot of YouTubers out there are posting a lot of Halloween stuff, and you're probably wondering, Maya, where are your Halloween videos? Well, don't worry, I have a few videos in mind to post for Halloween, so stay tuned because they are coming. But before we get to the What's on My iPhone video, if you guys haven't seen my face before or this channel, welcome, I'm MayaHennessey and I do weekly Sunday videos here on YouTube. And if you guys like what you're seeing, then please hit that subscribe button. It's free and all it does is notify you whenever I do new videos just like this. Also, if you guys like what you're seeing, then please give this video a big thumbs up because it really helps. And hey, give this video a big thumbs up if you love iPhones. Now let's not dawdle on anymore and get straight into the video. So when you first turn on my iPhone, you will see my lovely lock screen of me and my best friend Nikki. I love her so much and I miss her so much because we don't have that many classes this year, but we are still very close friends. And we took this photo over the summer and we were doing a bunch of like hand motions and trying to be really candid. And my friend took this picture and I thought it was so funny because our hands are like perfectly outlining the date and the time. So that's like one of the main reasons why I set it as my lock screen, because I thought it just made the time and the date pop out really funny like. And it's Nikki and I love her. And Nikki, if you're watching, I miss you, bud, and we really need to hang soon. So since I have the iPhone 6s, I don't have to worry about typing in my password and I can just use my fingerprint. And once you unlock my phone, you will see my lovely home screen of me and my best friend Alexa. We were just goofing off before the parade in our town was starting, and I just love this photo because it's so candid and it's so cute and so funny, and I love Alexa. So on the bottom bar of my phone, you've got my social media apps that I use the most. I've got my lovely Instagram. My username is @MayaHennessey, and of course my Twitter. I always post stuff about YouTube and behind the scenes stuff on here, so definitely go check out my Twitter. The username for this one is @DanceCritter6. And of course, you can't forget Snapchat. My username for this one is DanceCritter6. If you guys want to snap code this right now, definitely do that because I always post stuff like when I'm filming on my Snapchat, so definitely go follow me there. And finally, you've got YouTube. Pretty self-explanatory, but yeah. So on the first page of my phone, I have the essential apps that come with the iPhone, and I am so happy the iOS 10 finally lets you delete all of those essential apps that come with the iPhone that you never use, that are just taking up random storage. So now I can just have one page of all the essential apps. And I also have my Spotify on here if you guys want to go check out my Spotify account. It is @DanceCritter6, and I also have the app Dance Comp Genie. If you guys aren't competition dancers, then you probably don't know what the app Dance Comp Genie is. Basically, it is a competition app for dancers, and you can keep track of your competitions. For example, if you go up to the competitions bar, you can see all of the competitions that you can attend. And basically what you do is you press on one, and you can keep track of the competition as long as the competition is associated with the app. And basically, it can show you like the schedule, the running time, all your dances. It can keep track of when your dances are and give you like little notifications before your dances go on. That way you're not late, because that's not a good thing if you're late. It also can show you the judges, and if the competition is having a vote, you can vote for your dances. It's really cool, it's really time saving, and it's actually pretty cheap too, which is really nice, and it just helps me keep track of all these things, and it's really lovely. Then on my second page, I have all my photo and video editing apps, and as you guys can tell, I am not the kind of person to put the apps in little organizers. I am the type of person to organize my phone by pages. I don't know why, you would probably think that's more time consuming, but I don't know, I guess I just like swiping or something. But basically I've got Pic Collage for making collages for like birthday posts and stuff like that. Then I've got Insta Square, which I don't use that often, but sometimes I have to. Then I've got Visco Cam, which is amazing, and I'll go back to that because that is the app I use to edit my photos. Then I've got Edit.lab for some cool effects, and Photo Background for whiteboard or videos. Layout, Boomerang, because I love boomerangs. Snug is amazing, and I will explain it a little later because I literally love that app. Then I've got Visual Lab for touching up my face, Touch Blur to blur out photos, Follow Me, basically just to track who's following me and who's like liking my photos, and I can also see who unfollowed me, so don't unfollow me because I'll see you. That sounds really creepy. Then I've got Studio and Intro Designer. If you guys don't know what the app Studio is, it is an app for YouTubers to basically see their analytics without having to go on the computer. I can see the watch time, the views, my subscriber count, and if I'm making money, then I can see how much money I'm making. I can also check on my videos and see how they're doing without having to go into the YouTube app, and I can see comments, and if I view more, then I can see like the overview and my discovery, who's watching me, and all that other cool stuff. Then on my third page, I have all of my games. I've got Geometry Dash, Dumb Ways to Die, Flappy Fall, Papa's Freezeria, Dumb Ways to Die 2, SpongeBob Dinner Dash, Crossy Roads, Fruit Ninja, Episode, Twist, Disney Crossy Roads, Color Switch, Pokemon Go, Solitaire, Coin Dozer, Cooking Fever, and Bitmoji. Then on my fourth page, I've got all of my school apps along with a bunch of other social media apps that I didn't want to fit on a different page or I couldn't put on the bottom bar. I've got PowerSchool to check my grades. I've got Schoology, which is like a school version of Facebook, which is actually pretty cool. Quizlet for studying, Google Classroom because I use Google Classroom all the time in social studies, Google Docs, Google Slides, Wattpad, Netflix, Musical.ly, Pinterest, Kick, Vimeo, Shazam, and then on the bottom, I've got this little thing. Basically, I just put all the apps that I won't use much, but I still want on my phone. I can't get rid of Wallet, even though I don't have or need a wallet yet. I've got Compass, just in case, you know, if I ever get lost. And then I've got Health, Maps, and Find My iPhone. Also, guys, if you want to see more of my social media sites, then you should go check out my Pinterest and my Musical.ly. My Pinterest username is @MayaHennessey, and my Musical.ly username is @JansCoder6. As for Kick, I'm not giving out my Kick username just because it's more of a personal thing, and I only use Kick if my friend doesn't have iMessage, so that's like the only reason I have it on my phone. Netflix is pretty self-explanatory. Vimeo is a pretty cool app if you want to go check out like some other videos that you can't always find online. And then Shazam is really cool if you ever are listening to a song and you don't know the name of it and you want to save it, then you could just Shazam it and it'll tell you what song it is, and it's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, now it's time to get into the fun part of the video, finding out how I edit my Instagram photos. So going back to my photo editing slide, I've got ViscoCam, which is literally my favorite photo editing app ever. It offers so many filters and so many ways to make your photos better. I've literally got an addiction for photo editing because Visco has just drawn me into that world. I mean, I'm even editing photos for my friends. It's kind of a bad addiction. I will literally spend so much time photo editing, it's kind of bad. So that's why I thought it'd be a fun idea to show you guys how I edit my Instagram photos. And going to my Instagram theme real quick, my Instagram theme is a little bit different than most YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers like to use a lot of brightness and a lot of saturation. And as much as I do love brightness and saturation in videos, I don't like them in photos because I just really don't like my photos being really, really bright. And as much as I really love saturation, I'm always taking selfies or photos with me in it. And whenever I add too much saturation to make the colors pop, my skin literally turns orange. So I've kind of learned that saturation just doesn't work for me. Also, I am super obsessed with adding a lot of contrast to my photos. I have no idea why, but I guess it just makes them look more professional and more like eye-catching because not a lot of people do that, so my theme is really unique. So I will be showing you how I edit my Instagram photos with two photos specifically, my lovely profile picture of all my social medias and the wonderful universal globe that I took when I was in Florida. So basically, the filter I use is the HB2 filter, and I'm pretty sure that the HB2 filter comes with ViscoCam, so if you guys want to use my filter, you can. So the filter that I use to edit my photos is the HB2 filter, and I'm pretty sure this filter comes with ViscoCam, so you don't have to purchase or anything. So if you guys want to copy my theme or anything, then you can. For free! And if you press on the filter, then you can adjust how much the filter will give to the photo, and I always leave it at 12 because I want the filter to give as much as possible to the photo, so I don't really play around with that. Next, I will go over to the settings and I will go over to exposure, also known as brightness, and if the photo is too dark, then I will bring it up one, or if the photo is too bright, then I'll bring it down one or two. But specifically for this photo, I'm gonna bring it up one just because the shadows in this photo are really, really dark, and if I add contrast on top of that, which I will, it'll literally make my skin look black. Then once I'm done with the exposure, I will go over to my favorite thing, the contrast. And usually when I contrast photos, I will bring it up 2 or 3 depending on the photo. Specifically with this photo, I'm gonna bring it up 2. Then after contrast, if the photo needs to to be cropped, then I will crop it as needed, but this photo is already a square, so there is no cropping needed. Then I will go over to sharpen, and depending on the photo, I will bring it up. Usually if it's a selfie, I'll bring it up to 3. If it's like a little bit of a far away photo, but still close up, I'll bring it up to 5. And if it's really far away or just an object or the photo is super, super blurry, then I'll bring it up to 10. Specifically for this photo, I am going to bring it up to 5. The sharpen really makes the photo look more professional because it really wasn't that professional. I mean, yeah, it was done with a camera, but let's be honest, we take most of our pictures with our phone. So sharpness just really brings it up and it makes it look more professional, which is basically my goal for my theme. Next, if needed, I will go over to the saturation bar. And like I said before, I really don't play around with this too much. But if the photo is not saturated enough, I'll bring it up 1, or if it's too saturated, I'll bring it down a little bit. And specifically for this photo, it's a little too saturated for my liking, so I'll bring it down 1. Next up, I usually go over to highlight save and shadow save, but specifically for this photo, there's really no highlights or shadows I really need to fix, so I'm just gonna leave those alone. And usually if the photo looks too warm or too cold, I'll play around with the temperature, but this photo is fine. So this is what my lovely profile picture looks like after and before. As you can tell, there is definitely a difference. There's a bit more pop and more contrast, and it just looks more professional and looks really nice. Next up, I will be editing my universal globe. So first, I will go over to my HB2 filter, leave it at 12. And I don't think really I'm going to mess around with the brightness because I like the brightness of this picture. I will go over to contrast now, and I'm actually going to bring it up 3 just because it's an object and I think it will look better with more contrast. Now I will go over to sharpen and I will bring it up to, I'll bring it up to 6. And I'm also going to crop the photo a little bit. There we go. Now since the universal is looking a little dark on this side of the globe, I'm going to bring up the shadow save to 5. And if the photo is not of me and it is of an object, I will go over to clarity and I will bring this one up to 2. This way the photo looks more professionally taken and it just looks more clear and it really looks nice. This is the before and here's the after. And there you guys have it. You have my lovely 2 pictures that I edited. And if you guys ever want to know what my theme was or ever used my theme, well, now you can. Now let's say you want to upload these photos that you just edited, but you're worried it's not going to look good with your theme. That's why I bought the app Snug. Snug is 99 cents, but is literally the best 99 cents I have ever spent. And the reason why I love this app so much is because it is basically a photo theme editing app. Basically what you do is you edit a photo, save it to your camera roll, then upload it to Snug, and now you can see if it goes well with your theme or not. And another awesome thing you can do with Snug, if you want to post multiple pictures but don't know how they'll look in order, you can upload some of the pictures and you can actually move them around to see if you will like them in a certain way. So say I want to like post all 3 of these pictures, I can figure out which one I should post first, that way it looks really nice with my theme. So if you have an Instagram theme and you want to keep it and make sure that you don't like break it, or if it doesn't match your theme and you get like super worried and you like stressed out, well, Snug is for you. Literally, this is my go-to app whenever I want to post something on Instagram because I am always worried that I'm going to break my theme because I've done it so many times before. But now with Snug, I don't have to worry about that. Alrighty guys, that was all of the apps on my iPhone. This video is probably really long. It's gonna be a pain to edit. Yay. Well guys, that was this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys enjoyed it, then please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below what you thought. Also comment down below if you guys have an Instagram theme or if you use ViscoCam, and if you do, what is your Instagram theme and what filter do you use? Also, if you guys want to see more behind the scenes and check out my theme on Instagram, then you should definitely go check out my social media links. The links will be down in the description box below. And always remember guys, when you're on the spotlight, strut your stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!